Hello everybody, and this is PwngoreStormfiend, and I'm going to do an arena run with you all today. So let us head to the arena. What is the arena? It is drafting. If you ever draft it, you'll know what the arena is. Basically, you get a pool of cards, and you have to select one from amongst them, and then you shuffle onward, and so on and so forth. In this case, we had 3 cards, we pick one, and it moves to another 3. We're going to be doing it with gold purchase, yay! So, first off, you get a random hero. We can either get Garrosh, Rexxar, or Malfurion. I don't care for Garrosh too much. I like Rexxar. Rexxar is really good. I like Malfurion as well. I think we are gonna go with... I think we'll go with Malfurion. So it starts off with a Keeper of the Grove, a Nourish, and a Mana Addict. Mana Addict, probably not any good for us. I like Nourish. My only problem with it is it sits on a 5 cost. So even if you use it late game to draw those 3 cards, the chance of you getting something you can actually play that'll actually save you is very low. I like Keeper of the Grove. It's a 2/4/4. It lets you ping for 2 damage or silence a minion. I like that utility, and I think we're gonna go with Keeper of the Grove. Next we have an Archmage, probably going to avoid Savagery, or Savage Roar is very solid. Naturalize is a card I hate and like because your opponent gets 2 free cards from you destroying a minion. I'm not a big fan of this card at all, so I think we're going to grab Savage Roar. Next we have a Loot Hoarder, a Bloodsail Raider, and a Direwolf Alpha. Raiders out of the question, we don't have weapons. Alpha is fairly solid, but so is the Loot Hoarder for the card draw, and we don't have actual card draw yet, so I think we're going to go with the Loot Hoarder. Innervate's always solid, except if you draw it late game, then it's no good. So we're back Patriarch, and Urgent Squire. I like Urgent Squire just because it's annoying to deal with. We'll grab Innervate. Next we have a Chillwind Yeti, a Swipe, and a Bloodfen Raptor. These are all very solid. Can't complain about Bloodfen Raptor, it's a 3/2 for 2. Yeah, there's other 3/2s for 2 that do stuff, but it's still solid. Chillwind Yeti is phenomenal because it's a 4/5 at 4 cost, and the 5 health makes it very awkward to deal with. Swipe is also phenomenal. You deal 4 damage to an enemy and 1 damage to all their minions. The great thing about this card is you can actually do it on the hero. So you can hit the hero for 4 and then ping everything else for 1, which is fantastic. I think though we're gonna grab the Swipe for the board clear. Not a big fan of Reckless Rocketeer, though it has killed me. I just don't think it's that great at a 5/2 for 6 with a charge. Razorfan Hunter's fairly solid 2/3 for 3 that gets you a 1/1 boar. Druid of the Claw is also phenomenal. 5 mana for a 4/4. You can either make it a charge or a +2 health and taunt. I think I'm gonna grab Druid of the Claw. South Sea Deckhands out of the question. We have a Leopard Gnome, which is a great card. Young Brewmaster or Youthful Brewmaster also very solid. I think we're gonna grab the Leopard Gnome now. Ironforge Rifleman, don't like this card. It's not that great for what it does. Working Infiltrator, probably one of the best 1-drops in the game, if not the best. Darkscale Healer, it's fairly solid. I'm not a big fan of it though. I think we're gonna grab the Infiltrator. Spellbreaker, Dark Iron Dwarf, and Soul of the Forest. Not a big, I'm not a big fan of this card because I've never really seen it do anything effective. Spellbreaker's fairly solid, and so is the Dark Iron Dwarf. I think though we're gonna go with the Dark Iron Dwarf. Next we have an epic. We have an Ancient of War, an Ancient of Lore, and a Hungry Crab. Hungry Crab's no good for us right now because we literally don't know if we'll ever play against Murlocs. Ancient of Lore is just bad. It's 7 mana for a 5/5 and you get 2 cards of 5 health. It's just not good value for what it does. And then we have Ancient of War, 7 for a 5/5, get taunt and +5 health or 5 attack and no taunt. I don't like this card because I'd rather just have an Iron Bark Protector, but given our options here, we're going to grab it. Next up, we have another Druid of the Claw, an Acidic Swamp Ooze, and an Oasis Snapjaw. I don't like this card. It's good if in a Hunter deck, sorta, but even then it's kind of like, eh. Acidic Swamp Ooze is fairly solid, but so is Druid of the Claw, and given the choice, I'd rather grab a second Druid while I have the chance. Next up, we have Frostwolf Grunt, Bloodfan Raptor, and Tauren Warrior. Not a big fan of Tauren Warrior because it's sitting on a 2/3. If it was 2 mana for the 2/3, I would be all over it. But where it's on this 3 mana curve, it's just not good value for what it does because you'll almost never get that in Rage. Bloodfan Raptor again is solid. Frostwolf Grunt's okay. I mean, I have no complaints about Frostwolf Grunt. Given a choice, I think we'll grab with the Raptor. Next, we have another Druid, a Mark of Nature and Wrath. I'm not a big fan of Mark of Nature. I'd rather have Mark of the Wild. Sure, this gives more benefit, but only gives one or the other. Druid of the Claw, again, very solid. I kind of want to grab another, but we're setting on a lot of high cost right now, and Wrath is so amazing. What Wrath does is you get to choose one. Either deal 3 damage to a minion, or ping a minion for 1 damage and draw a card. So it's got utility, and I love utility. Priest of Elune, Frostwolf Warlord, and Harvest Golem, all fairly solid. I'm not the biggest fan of the Priestess, though. Frostwolf definitely always pays for himself normally. Harvest Golem, though, is very solid for what it does. It's a 3 mana for a 2/3 that gives you a 2/1 when it dies. So we're going to grab that. Next, we have another Acidic Swamp Ooze, a Moonfire, and a Starfire. I would never draft Moonfire, it's not worth it. Starfire is very solid for what it does, but so is the Acidic Swamp Ooze. I think we're going to grab the Starfire, though, because it gives us a nice big removal card as well as draw a card. We have another Leper Gnome, an Elvish Archer, and a second Swipe. The second Swipe is tempting because it's very strong at what it does, but so is a Leper Gnome, and we are getting high on our curve. I think we may grab this second Swipe and then maybe avoid higher costs. Healing Touch, Stranglethorn Tiger, Novice Engineer. No, I love the Tiger, but like I said, we're sitting on a lot of high costs right now. The Healing Touch is eh. Healing cards are never good because they don't really do enough. Like, yeah, it's 8 health, but then your opponent's going to swing into you again next turn because you didn't do anything with this card. I think we'll grab Novice Engineer, though, for the card draw. Ventrico Mercenary is solid, 7/6. Your minions cost 3 more, but it's only 5 mana. It's a very big threat when it hits the board, and people have to deal with it. And I gotta say, it is a higher cost card, but I think I'm gonna grab it. Next, we have a Spellbreaker, a Savage War, and an Elvish Archer. So a second Savage War wouldn't be terrible, but I think I'm gonna go with the Spellbreaker. We're getting a lot of 4 costs, which isn't good. We have an Injured Blade Master, which is a 4/3 for 3, and we also have a Knife Juggler, which is 3/2 for 2. I'm not a big fan of Cold Light Oracle, though, because both players get to draw 2 cards. And it's only 3. It's a 3 mana for 2/2. I kind of want to grab the Blade Master, but it's like the Knife Juggler is really good as well. Blade Master. Alright, we got an Epic. Well, we're not taking this. This is probably one of the best cards in the game, except for the fact that it's very situational. Battlecry, all minions lose Divine Shield and gain +3/+3 for each shield lost, and it's sitting on 3 mana for a 3/3. So even if you only get like 1 Divine Shield, like even if you don't get Divine Shield, it's still a solid creature. But we're not going to take it. We're going to grab a second Ancient of War. Next, we have a Sunfury Protector, an Ancient Watcher, and a Cold Light Seer. Not taking this. Ancient Watcher can be good if you can actually make it work, but it's too gimmicky. Sunfury Protector is pretty solid. Alright, next we have a Reckless Rocketeer, a Murloc, and a Power of the Wild. Power of the Wild, 2 mana, gets you either 3/2 or +1/+1 to all your minions. I'm going to take Power of the Wild all day, every day. We get another Spellbreaker, we get a Tiger, or we get a Healer. They're all fairly solid cards. I don't like them because we're sitting on a lot of high cost, but I'm thinking we go... My problem is every time I play Tony the Tiger, he hasn't really done a lot. Spellbreaker is always going to be solid, so is Darkscale Healer. I'd rather have the cheaper card, honestly. Stormwind Knight, Raging Worgen, and Bluegill Warrior. Raging Worgen's solid for 3. They gave us a... Witch Doctor's not bad. Ventrico Mercenary is great, and so is Ironbark Protector, but we're sitting on a lot of high cost cards. Which do we take? I was making an attack there, by the way. Sorry about that. Important stuff. Important stuff. I think we're going mercenary again. Next we have a Tide Hunter, a Soul of the Forest, and a Iron Beak Owl. We don't need Silence. Tide Hunter solid for a 2-drop. Shattered Sun Cleric, Priest of Elune, and Moonfire. We'll grab a Shattered Sun Cleric. Mark of the Wild, Oasis Snapdraw, Silverhand Knight. These are both solid cards. I think we're gonna grab Mark though for the cheaper cost. Alarm Robot, Young Priestess, Angry Chicken. All these are really bad. Alarm Robot's not really that great because it's gonna blow up and it's 0-3 for 3. Young Priestess would be good except that there's a lot of ways to just ping it with stuff. Angry Chicken is just bad. We're gonna grab Priestess though. Alright, here we go into our first game. Let us go into adventure. Versus Thrall, a shaman.
I must protect the
That's a nasty starting hand. I'd like to keep it, but it's like if we don't get a low cost, then it's not going to be that great. Raging Worgen, Innervate, and an Injured Blade Master. That's not bad because that means we can Raging Worgen or Injured Blade Master on turn 1. And I don't think he'll have a lot of unless he's running a Lightning Bolt. He might have a Lightning Bolt to just remove that. Which if he does, well, good for him. I mean, he earned it. Bam! Lightning Bolt. Alright, we will shapeshift and swing into him for 1. He has the potential of 2 mana available, so we can Injure Blade Master next turn and then follow up the following turn with a giving me +2/+2 and taunt. Alright, what you got? Stormforged Axe, okay. The Stormforged Axe is gonna overload you too, buddy. Alright, we'll play the Injured Blade Master. Axe can't actually kill it, so we're good. He could always be sitting on another Lightning Bolt. Nope. I'll take that. And he's gonna swing in, alright. And this right here is why I love this guy. Bam. I don't know if he'll take a swing at the keeper or not. Next turn we do have that Ventrico Mercenary available, so that is a big threat he'd have to deal with. What you got? Let's see here.
I wonder.
He's got a card there and he's like, should I play it or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? So it's curious what that card is actually. Rockbiter Weapon, alright. Yeah, and he's gonna swing and take out my keeper then. I don't think that was worth it myself, but... Deal with it. He might be sitting on a Hex to deal with it. If he is, well... He hasn't immediately dealt with it, which makes me think that he doesn't have that Hex because he's thinking about what he can do. Ooh, Rock Elemental, which will pretty much remove his next turn. I'm okay with this. If we Mark of the Wild it, it will actually live. It's the great thing about it. And he doesn't get a next turn because of the... Well, he has 2 mana next turn, so... I'll make it a... So we swing that there. Bam! That Elemental's probably one of the best cards in the game. Like, it's so cheap for what it does. Yeah, it costs you sort of a turn, but it's phenomenal. If he doesn't have a way to remove this, his best bet is to actually just kill it. That way he's not going to take more than one hit from it. Are you going to kill it? Because, yeah, if he doesn't kill it this turn, I'm just going to swing in and hit him next turn. And he's still going to take the damage. At least this way it's not going to get any more damage. Yeah. Here's what we can do. We can Druid of the Claw and give it charge, and then we can Young Priestess.
Where shall I strike?
Do you need a blessing?
Bam! And that'll put it up to a 4/5. And still available is our Spellbreaker and our Ancient of War. He has major card advantage, but judging on how much he had to do to get rid of the Ventrico Mercenary, I'm thinking he doesn't have any big removal left. Unless he just top decked into one, so. Alright, he'll freeze it. That's fine. Alright. That did let us ping for a card draw. I'm thinking we play this. And we get 5 health and taunt.
More training?
I want to keep that totem out of there in case he tries to do any fancy plays with it. So he's got 2 threats he's got to remove. We have that for removal, and we have that as a silence in case he plays a big taunt creature. What you gonna do? Come on.
I wonder.
Break the tile up here, close the door, break the sign. So interesting fact about this map, every piece has something that's breakable. Here you have a tile and the sign. Over here you have the crates that I've already broken. Over here you have the stone, which I've already broke off, and then you also have this. And then over here you have the windows. Bam! Turn light off. Knock the bucket down the well. That's GG unless you got something, buddy. That's still GG, buddy.
There is little time.
Alright, cool. Alright, let's get into the next game. Let's do it. Versus Thrall. YOLO. You only live once, huh? Let's put that to the test, I guess. Oh, that is a really nasty hand. I'm not a big fan of Shattered Sun Cleric. I've seen some plays with it, but I'm not a big fan of it. That's not much better. We do at least have the 3/2 Panther, so depending on what he does, we could coin into the Panther. Yeah, let's coin into the Panther actually. Alright, that gets the Panther. He's gonna play a Totem. Our best bet here is bam, and then swing the Panther into him. Next turn on the 3-drop, we have our Harvest Golem. We also have Sun Fury Protector if we want to be silly. Probably what we'll do is we'll Harvest Golem. I'd rather remove that actually if I can get away to. Drawing a Wrath actually would be beautiful. Oh, speak of the devil. No. So next time on the 4-drop, what we could do is we could Iron Dwarf, give it +2 attack, swing in for 5. Or we also have Swipe available. Swipe looks like the best option actually.
Sorry about that.
Nope, not JPEG. And he set him. Wait. Oh, right, because of the overload. Oops. My bad. I'll trade that out there then. That was actually stupid of me. I made a mistake.
I smell blood.
Alright, he played Infiltrator. I wish I had the smite now. I wish I had the smite. Alright, arg. We could Leopardome.
I hope you like my invention. Shields up.
Job's done.
There. You have to trade your Morgan out now. Screw you. That is not good, because now he can do and do. The Morgan's dying, so that's what really matters here, but man, I need to kill these both. Like, they're both threats. Urgh. Yeah, if he's smart, I'll trade that there. Then I'll trade that out there. Maybe. Alright. What can we do to... Well, we could Spellbreak the Manatide, and then we could throw that and ourselves. Yeah, that's actually probably the good plan.
Your magic shall not save you.
For the wilds.
Bam.
Job's done.
And the good thing about a Silenced Manatide Totem, it is literally a 0/3 that he can't get rid of off the field. Unless he plays another totem and can swing with it, which would be awesome, but... Well, I mean, it'd be awesome for him. Son of a... Doomhammer! Kind of puts it into perspective on how much I'd like to have that slime now. Is he gonna trade the totems out for that, or... Alright. Okay. And is he gonna take both swings at the minions? Okay, that's cool.
The wilds. Job's done.
Alright, well, I mean, it's not that much of a threat still, because if he keeps hitting minions, he's just chunking himself down. I mean, it's annoying, don't get me wrong, but if he leaves either of these up, that'll give us the opportunity to Dark Iron Dwarf it, so. I gotta say though, that Doomhammer pull was very lucky. Oh, now that is a lucky pull. That'll let him trade there and not lose anything. What he can do now is he can swing at the Harvest Golem. Well, no, the initial swing won't kill the Harvest Golem, so that's something at least. Is he gonna swing the second time for the... Alright. Question is, what do we do here now? We could Dark Iron Dwarf. Actually, we can... Well, I mean, if we give the Dark Iron Dwarf...
You call that a weapon?
Loot Hoarder, and... Kill that. I mean, he still has a 4-3, but now he's got a lot to deal with. However, this is where he would play like a Lightning Storm, and I would probably cry. Hmm.
Drink with me, friend.
To Northrend!
Alright. I gotta say that might be GG for me. Him being able to reset that Argent Commander was pretty big. Playing Spellbreaker really doesn't help us, actually. What we can do, though, is spam.
Hey, give me that.
Your magic
I'll
shall not
silence you! Alright, well, that gives him 2 threats to deal with, I guess. Drawing our Ancient War there, though, would have been nice.
Let the
Pain speak to me.
My shield.
My shield for Argus. Alright, what you gonna do? If he opts to take any hit from... Yeah, because then the Raptor can't actually trade there. Why would you swing both at me? That seems like a dumb idea. Well, I mean, I guess technically at this HP it's not that bad of an idea.
Need a blessing?
This is gonna give him 2 cards. I don't like this, actually. And then you can just trade the totem out for the priestess. That might be GG. Like, unless we draw like an Ancient well, yeah, unless we draw like an Ancient War and he just can't deal with it. The other one would be like drawing our Starfire, hitting him, getting a card, and then drawing a Druid of Claw, and we can just charge it.
You call that a weapon?
So that would be 6. Honestly, victory is going to depend on what we draw, I think. That doesn't actually help me that much. Because even if I ping that... 6, 11, 11, 12, 16... No, that's GG.
I can see.
Yeah, we just didn't draw what we needed. That Argent Commander combo is really, I think, what beat us, though. Alrighty. Well, let us go on to the next game. I think this will be the last one we do. I don't want the episode to run too long. So, and it's already running fairly lengthy, so.
Malfurion versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
That's not a very good hand. Cycle those, we'll keep the Worgen. That's still not that great. Wow, thank you, because I wanted that Spellbreaker back. What you gonna do with that coin? Nothing apparently. Oh, really? Well, our late game's gonna be phenomenal.
You know, take care.
If we get to late game. What you can do here is trade out the Cobalt and ping it, or you might have a removal spell. Yeah, Frostbolt maybe? Yeah. We can get ourselves a 3/2 Panther.
What to do?
If we play the Priestess, that'll buff it to a 3/3 Panther. He'll probably ping Fireball that, and then who knows what he'll do to the Panther, but... Or he may Arcane Explosion, and then ping Fireball it. Ugh. I'm at a point where I'm just gonna fucking swipe the goddamn thing. You know what? Fuck it.
Where shall I strike?
Screw you, you stupid Cobalt.
What we do?
Alright, well, here's the thing. We'll just kill the Balm and then play our turn. It would be silly if we did it otherwise.
We must cleanse the
Means he
sun
can't
world.
just ping it with a Fireball, and then we'll swing into him for 1. My worry is that he's sitting on 7 cards, though. And that scares me. We have another swipe. We have our swipe available. We have Savage Roar, so. And we also have Spellbreaker if we need to silence something.
What to do? What to do?
Bloodfin Raptor, okay. Okay, Explosion. And then he'll ping that with Fireball. Alright. He still takes 2, so that's something at least. Murloc Tidehunter.
Push forward.
We'll let him do the trade. He'll probably trade that for that and then Fireball that.
I got the best deals anywhere.
The best deals anywhere. Coin. Oh.
May my ancestors
Torn Warrior. Fancy. Which means he actually isn't gonna trade though, so he'll probably trade that there. Why would you? That was strange. We savage. I'd say we savage roar because we're probably not going to see another good opportunity to do it. Honestly,
For the
I'll
wild.
do that.
Push forward.
We have our Ancient of War available. We also still have a Silence available. He's going to ping that with that, I would guess. Or Blizzard. Okay. In secret. Alright, well, let's see if it's a mirror entity. Mirror entity. Whoops, sorry.
Your magic shall
No
not
creatures for you. Alright, what he might do is ping that and then trade that out for there, but he's not gonna get the damage golem, so that's something, at least. We still have the Ancient of War available. Ooh, Flame Strike, that's nasty. And swing into us for 2. And fireball that, yeah.
You gotta be kidding me!
Put another threat out there for them to deal with. So. Baiting out the removal with this guy. Polymorph, well there you go. And he'll fireball it, yeah. And then swing it to us.
It's time for
Body
another
Berserker?
run.
Okay. Okay.
gotta be kidding me!
Deal with that then. He can, because he can fireball that and then swing into it, and then swing the golem into it as well.
Get behind me.
Or he can fireball it, that works too. And for a second polymorph. Just calling it now. Or you can trade that there and then fireball that and trade that as well. Alright, Earth Sphere. A secret, ooh. Drawing our other ancient would be lovely. Do I want to remove a creature or do I want to nuke him? And for a counterspell. Nope.
Shields up.
Vaporize, maybe? Is the only thing I could think it would be. Which means when we swing this and it's gonna die. Or it might be Ice Block. Could be Ice Block too.
Mind if I roll knee?
I don't want to swing it in because I'm pretty aware of what it is. I mean, if I get to a situation where I have to, I will, but...
Tazdingo! Yeah.
Or if that happens. Swing that in there. Kill me. Oh, no? What are you gonna do with the worm?
Well played.
And that is why I like swipe. Alright, well, I will see you all next time for some more Arena with PwngoreStormfiend. We're 2-1 right now, doing fine. Anyway, see y'all next time. See ya.